Hey everyone, Barty here. I want to thank you all for the support thus far. Don't forget to join the Q&A to ask me questions. Link in the description. Join the Discord, subscribe, and like. Now, plug aside. I'm a Roblox player since 2012, and this is my second time talking about Roblox. You can find the link to the first video in the description along with the Q&A. And as much as I talked about how I prefer new Roblox to old Roblox as an OG, modern Roblox has its fair share of problems, one of which, despite being a point I prefer in the new Roblox, is the games. While there are more games, better games, wider representation of smaller games, and bigger variety of games, a problem I have happens to be the lack of creativity as well as front page games. Now, I don't want to take too long with the intro, so here we go. Alright, first up, Brookhaven. Now, Brookhaven is a roleplay game, and as such, relies on your imagination. There isn't really any in-game currency to stress over, and you can create pretty much who you want to create. And it's akin to those old Hangout games from 2012 with the morphs. And I'll admit, there is something kind of relaxing about its simplicity, but that's exactly the problem. It's too simple. You log in, roleplay for 5 minutes and realize, oh, this is it. There is no depth, no progression, and nothing to keep you coming back unless you just like pretending to rob the bank for the 57th time in a row. So what's really that I could say about this game is that it's legitimately one of the most boring games on Roblox I have ever played. But trust me, it's gonna get worse from here on out. Boy, do I have a huge bone to pick with this game. Why are there so many concurrent players at once? Obviously they're kids, right? That's what. But this game has the most repetitive gameplay loop, and remember when I said Brookhaven is one of the most boring games on Roblox? Yeah, Dress to Impress is even more boring. So what's my criticism? The gameplay loop is mind-numbingly repetitive. The layout is confusing and you end up going back and forth multiple times. The lack of many options, especially for male characters. While to many, you feel as if there is so much creative options, you can only wear each outfit so many times until you realize that it's just repetitive. The ugly realistic faces that all look the same pretty much. Although I have to praise the fact that there is no limit to how much clothes you can wear at once, and that's actually kinda cool. So I egged on the gameplay loop enough times, you're probably wondering what it is. Simple, a theme is picked, and then you get 4 minutes to design an outfit. You go on the catwalk after 4 minutes are over, rating the other players as they come and go. The winners are announced, and that's it. That's literally it. That's the gameplay loop.
That's it? That's
Dress to Impress.
That was just a bunch of cheap!
Clothes wearing.
What a rip!
Meep City is one of Roblox's OG games. It's about hanging out, decorating your house, customizing your weird little meat pit, and occasionally fishing. A pretty boring game, I must say, but if you're going to play Meep City, it's fair to know of the creator firsthand, Alex Neutron. This absolute doofus has let sexual and offensive content run loose in Meep City's parties that kids can easily access. He's fully aware of it, but his excuse? He has no liability and it's Roblox's job to moderate. That's a really stupid cop-out if I ever heard one. You build the game, take some responsibility. Also, not to mention the odd fetishes and questionable material and ways he behaves to a minor at the time. As Tim Waltz put it best, he's weird. Also, side note, Alex showed up to an awards show wearing his own avatar's red suit and hat. He's 29, but he looked like a 13-year-old cosplaying as himself. If you Google the photos, it's fucking surreal. The joke writes itself. Meep City may be one of the most popular games on Roblox at one point, but with Alex Neutron and the fact that it's just a Club Penguin ripoff with Diddy parties, I think this game should just fall into obscurity and die. Now, I'm not showing footage of Adopt Me because it's boring and not stimulating enough. So here's me playing Become Forklift Certified Obby, because it's my dream to be forklift certified. Anyway, Adopt Me. Easily one of the most exploitative games on Roblox. The gameplay revolves around grinding for money to buy eggs, hatching animals, and trading them. Sounds simple enough, but the real kicker is how this game preys on kids. They use something called FOMO. What? No, not that. Get out! It's called FOMO, which is fear of missing out, by constantly cycling in time-limited pets and eggs. If you miss it, well, too bad, womp womp. And now it's a rare item. This keeps kids glued to their screens, desperate to grind for hours or beg their parents for Robux. The economy on Adopt Me is basically built on children's addiction. It's not just overrated, it's ethically questionable. Now for this part, I'll be talking about genres, and line simulator games are exactly what they sound like. Games where you stand in line. The line moves slowly and eventually you reach the front and that's it. Maybe the game is called Bathroom Line Simulator or Extreme Slide Line. And when it's your turn, you do whatever you were standing in line for. You have the ability to skip ahead one person 3 times for free, or you can buy with your Robux to skip. Legitimately the worst genre of games I've ever played on Roblox. Who would play this and why? It's a waste of time and there is absolutely no substance to the game other than, hey, you stand around and just wait. Yeah. Now, this is not a genre, but there is this bizarre trend of Roblox games with Ice Spice avatars plastered on their thumbnails. Why is this a thing? Ice Spice is legitimately one of the most overhyped rappers out there, and she seems like an odd choice for a clickbait character. Yet somehow she's become the weird face of Roblox clickbait, akin to SML and Jeffy. You join these games expecting something related to the thumbnail, but no, it's just, hey, let's put Ice Spice on the thumbnail for some reason. That's it I guess. Sorry for this video being a little short. I had to get something out since I'm working on 2 videos on a collab. Thank you all for watching this video. Again, join the Discord, like, subscribe, join the Q&A. Happy Thanksgiving, and goodbye. Ooh, I think the turkey's done.